Hey everyone, it's Carson, and right now we're back with some 7.3 content. A while ago I told you guys that we'd have a lot more 7.3 content on the channel, and I failed to deliver on my promise. I wound up selling the other 7.3, the big red one, which I'll show here, but I just bought this new 7.3, and I'm going to show you guys this truck today, and I'll show you why I think I might like this one a little bit more than my old OBS truck, which was absolutely amazing though. So right here, without further ado, we have our 2001 Ford F350 7.3 4x4. We've got the short bed option, and it's painted in this gorgeous blue color. I'll tell you the color code in a minute. Coming around to our tailgate here, we've got our tow hitch on our light receivers here. She's an absolutely beautiful truck, only 105,000 original miles. We've got some awesome big off-roading tires on it, but nothing too crazy, and we're on our stock suspension right now. The truck is totally mint and totally stock. And here she is as we come around. This truck is also the full Lariat interior as well, which is something that I really wanted if I was going to buy the generation that followed on the OBS trucks. This is the last generation of the 7.3, and this is our interior here. It's very, very clean. I just have my bag on that seat there, but we've got the Lariat trim. It's a really, really nice truck. We've also got power seats and heated seats as well. Here, we'll open this door. I still have yet to clean this too much, but it's really, really nice back here. I'm very impressed. A huge amount of room in the back. I also love those door handles as well. This truck also only has one gas tank, whereas the departing model that I had two, but it seems to be pretty big, so definitely not the issue there. Let's open up this tailgate and see our bed. Pretty clean back here, a little scratched up, but I think that's expected, and I'll definitely try my best to clean it up a little bit further. But yes, that's our bed. Definitely very clean, no rust at all. Let's also pop the hood and I'll show you what we're working with. And there it is, only 105,000 original miles. Here we go. And under the hood, we've got our big 7.3 turbo diesel. This engine's actually very cool. We have twin cat batteries, which is not something that you see every day on these trucks, but it's just a nice big stock 7.3. Really, really nice truck, and our turbo's right back there. Looking really good. Nice air intake as well. But yeah, we've got quite the truck right here. I'm really excited to use this thing a lot more and provide some really good 7.3 content for you guys. Let's get into it. And coming to the back seats here, it is so plush. There's so much room back here. Also really nice hand grips and lights. Really nice headliner as well. But yeah, just really impressed by the condition back here. And let's head into the front seat and also look at all of our service records right there. Pretty amazing. So coming right into the front seat here, we'll come right on in. This thing is just awesome. So right here we have all our power controls, awesome wood inlays. And look at all this. Little tin strip, not sure if I'm gonna take that off or not. All sorts of storage, more storage all throughout. Just amazing visibility in this thing though. Really, really cool. Anyway, let's do a quick startup if I can grab the key. Something actually else that's kind of cool is this truck has parking sensors, which is pretty amazing. And the AC blows nice and cold. So anyway, let us stick our key in the ignition. Give it a start up. All right, let's give it a go. There we are. Awesome. I think the truck is ready to drive, so let's get it down the road and give it a go. All right, time to get the 7.3 out on the road and go for a little drive in it. AC is blowing nice and good. Put it into gear and go. So, first impressions on the F350. It is so smooth. And by smooth, I mean, it's pretty decent. I mean, this isn't gonna drive like a Mercedes. It's still a 130-inch wheelbase, huge truck. So it isn't really like it's that smooth, but it does feel pretty good. It surprisingly also has a really decent radius, which I don't think I would have expected from this truck. This is actually the biggest truck I've ever owned, and I wasn't expecting it to drive so nicely. Very tight, but it definitely could be used in a city. It's just big. As for power in this truck, it's really good. This is a really big refinement over the previous 7.3, which didn't have as much power, didn't have as much torque, and power was kind of the issue on that older one. I believe it had something like 220 horsepower. This has just short of 300, and it has 550-ish pound-feet of torque stock, which is really good. I mean, the truck definitely isn't slow. That's sort of the big thing on it. It's not slow by any means, and I mean, I had no problem on the highway today with it. Definitely a really smooth ride. Very easy as well. The cool thing about this truck is that when you're in traffic, you actually do feel like you're much higher up than everyone else, which is because you are. I can literally see a full view over the Honda CR-V in front of me. It's actually really good. And this truck is on stock suspension too. It's not lifted at all, and it's just this high from factory. And here we go, coming right back into traffic. But the 7.3 does it with ease though. I mean, the cool thing about this truck is that it idles so nice and low, just like most diesels. But oftentimes, you're just kind of cruising in it. And it just goes so nicely. Just a very smooth truck. Right now we're just coming up to the Beverly Bridge right here. This truck is amazing sounding. I really do enjoy the sound of this. I think this is the best sounding diesel on the road, hands down. I mean, this thing sounds better than the new ones. It sounds better than a Cummins. The 7.3 is just bliss. This is exactly what you want if you're buying a diesel. It's loud, it's not crazy, but it is loud. But that's okay then, because it's a 7.3 and it's just totally awesome in every way. Also, for such a large truck, I have to say the steering is relatively tight. I'm on a straightaway right here, and you can see how little my hands have to move on the steering wheel. At least it's somewhat close to straight. But it's a pretty good example that shows just how good the steering is on this thing. I mean, it's really good for a truck of this size. We also have cruise control right here, and it works great. A lot of the time on these diesels it doesn't work. I'm not really sure why. But, you know, they are like 20 years old, a lot of the trucks that I like. So that probably explains it. I love that also that we have our stock radio in here. It sounds so good. This is the Lariat trim level, and these speakers sound so good. And that's no exaggeration either. I've heard some very good sound systems, and I was thoroughly impressed with this. I put on some rap music that had a lot of high bass in it, typical truck music, and it sounded really good. I wasn't expecting it to sound that decent, if that makes sense. You know, a lot of these speaker systems aren't that good, they aren't that advanced. This one is. And here we go, right back to downtown traffic, where I have a perfect view of literally everyone in front of me. This truck is just honestly such a blast. I'm actually so excited for it, and I mean, this really is my favorite diesel, so I basically got a dream truck, so I'm super happy about it. And I hope this video gives you guys some good information on these trucks, and maybe you take something away from it. But I'm just so excited to be able to have this truck and use it, and you can definitely expect expect a lot more 7.3 content to follow. Thanks so much for watching, as always, and definitely consider subscribing for more Boston Whaler, and now Ford F250, F350, excuse me, and Land Cruiser content. The channel's kind of going in some interesting directions, but I think it's going in a good one ultimately. And also, we're nearing 300 subscribers. By the time this video gets uploaded, we might actually have 300 or so that's really exciting. I'm really happy for 300. That's a big number for me. Number 500 is the number that we get monetization at, but 300 is pretty good. So the road to 500 continues. Thanks so much for your support of the channel, as always, and consider subscribing.